Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Poor Man's Chemist. In this video, we are going to be making potassium tetrachloroaurate so that we can try to make gold 3 hydroxide from it, just because it's a gold compound I've never made. I've made potassium tetrabromoaurate before, but I've never done the tetrachloroaurate. So what you see here is 0.52 grams of gold. This was sent to me by Backyard Science 2000 on the condition that whatever I make from it, I send back to him. Yeah, I've mentioned that arrangement in a few other videos, one that I find eminently fair because it means I get to do some cool chemistry, you guys get some videos, and he gets his gold back. You know, minus the mechanical losses, which of course, this not being my gold, we are going to try to keep, well, I'm doing it with all the precious metals he's letting me borrow, trying to keep those to an absolute minimum. Because gold is not cheap, especially these days. Anyway, so what we're going to do to start with is we are going to dissolve this in aqua regia to make chloroauric acid. I think I've shown you guys this once before, but we'll go ahead and we'll see it again here for those of you that missed it, because I think it's been like a year since I've done this. Gold dissolves fairly easily in aqua regia. It won't take, I think it'll take that much gold, broken up into 4 bars, small volume. It should take about maybe 30 minutes or so, maybe a little less. Unlike platinum, this is that same fucking gram of platinum I have been working on and off now for dissolving for a while. Now you see there's like little crystals have formed as I like sit this thing back, and then I'll come back and I'll work on it later. Every now and again I'll take the bar out and I'll put it in fresh aqua regia, precipitate all the platinum that's in solution as ammonium hexachloroplatinate. Got some plans for that down the road. But yeah, platinum is a bitch to dissolve in aqua regia. It takes days of it just, and it has to be like, you know, you got it there, it's hot, you know, shit's boiling and stirring and everything else, and it just takes forever. So I don't think the gold will be that much of a problem. Anyway, here we go. Okay, everybody, all of our gold has dissolved. You can see we have a beautiful solution of chloroauric acid there. So what I'm going to do now is add in 1 molar equivalent of potassium chloride dissolved in water. This may precipitate out, but it's probably not going to be our... In fact, let me go ahead and... I'm just evaporating down. Get rid of some of the nitric acid in there. But we're going to go ahead and add our potassium chloride to this, because it really doesn't matter when we add it. We can add it at any time. It will not destroy the potassium or the chloride. Well, a little bit of it might be with the nitric acid breaking down, but we want that to happen. Now obviously nothing precipitated out. I didn't expect it to. What we're going to do from this point now is the very tedious process of getting the nitric acid out of here. Somebody had commented and said that they had, I guess, going by what they wrote, it sounded like they'd made this compound before. And they said they were able to get it to crystallize out of 20% HCl. Handbook of Preparative and Organic Chemistry says to crystallize it from conch HCl. So, I don't know. The person who commented, though, said about 20% was best. What I'll do now is I'm just going to heat this up and stir it and let this evaporate down until the volume gets fairly low. I'll add a little bit more HCl to this, maybe add a little more water, evaporate it down again, and it's just a question of repeating this process until we finally get our product to crystallize out in a way that we like it. It will probably drop out of solution, I would imagine, when the volume gets down to an appropriate level, and probably once we've got a lot of that nitric acid out. Now the nitric acid will be removed as nitrosyl chloride gas, so that shouldn't take too long. Anyway, I will come back when something starts to happen that's worth reporting. Well, that was extremely fucking cool. Boy, this was a bitch to get it to crystallize. The first time it started crystallizing, it was making these great big needles, and I was like, oh, fuck, because I didn't film it. I didn't think it was actually going to happen. So then I redissolved it in a little bit of water, and then it took 4 more tries to get it to crystallize. And now we got a bunch of small needles. Nah, that's okay. I guess what I'm going to do is just let this sit overnight, and we'll see how much more of it crystallizes out. Let's see what it looks like. It's pretty much, I can tell, it's just yellow crystals. Well, we'll let it sit overnight, and we'll come back to it later on, and we'll see what it looks like. All right, everyone. It is the next day. This is our final product. It's still damp. It needs to dry, which is probably going to take a while. I'm not really sure how the hell I'm going to get the acid out of it. I mean, I guess I could have tried to filter it, but I don't know. It's such a small amount, and it was very, very acidic. I just didn't know how well that would have worked out. But that's okay. I mean, I don't want this to keep it. I just want this in order to turn it into something else. And we're going to be reacting it with potassium hydroxide in order to form gold 3 hydroxide anyways. So any excess acid will be neutralized. We'll just have to figure out something approaching the right stoichiometry. I don't know. I'm going to have to think about it for a little bit. But anyway, there it is. Potassium tetrachloroaurate. Look at that shit. That is beautiful. It's hygroscopic as hell, probably because it's still covered in acid. So I don't want to keep it out of here for very long. But yeah, look at that. Crystallized in beautiful yellow needles, exactly like it was supposed to. So, if you liked that video, give it a thumbs up, and if you didn't like it, well, whatever. Subscribe, comment, share the video, donate a few bucks if you can, and until the next one, guys, I'll see you later. They're very beautiful. That really is pretty.